So today we're rebuilding the Angels, and you're probably thinking they don't need a rebuild. I think they're still a few pieces away from really competing. They've got a good core. They're just missing a couple pieces. But besides that, let's talk about a video that I uploaded earlier. You guys have been asking about rosters and like how to use them or where to download them. What's the best one? I uploaded a video earlier today. Go check it out. It'll be the best way for me to just explain everything to you. Check out that video. So now let's hop into the Angels. The Angels rebuild. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new here, consider hitting subscribe. And of course, in the comment section, get involved. Let me know what you think of the Angels. What are you thinking about opening day? Are you excited? Did your team win? Let me know down below. So the reason I say this team's kind of missing some pieces, or they're missing pieces. It's pitching. Pitching has been an issue that I feel like the Angels really haven't addressed. This year, they kind of went out and did that. You know, Loop, Tepera, they went out and got Thor. Michael Lorenzen, I don't know about him, but they at least tried to pick up a couple pieces because that's been their issue. Like, that's one of the big reasons why they haven't been successful is their pitching has been lacking, and injuries. That's another thing. You know, having Trout and Rendon go down last year, that's a huge piece of your offense that you're missing. And I mean, if you still look at the team, I feel like there's a lot of uncertainties, right? Like, Jared Walsh is good. Is he gonna put up what he did last year? We'll have to wait and see. Joe Waddell still trying to prove himself. Brandon Marsh kind of getting his first real taste of what the MLB is gonna be like. Is he gonna get consistent playing time? What's gonna happen with these two young outfielders? Matt Duffy, like, as good as a contact hitter as he is, he's not a game changer, right? Max Stassi at catcher is okay, but again, I just feel like there's a lot of things missing with this offense, and even starting pitching. So that's why I'm saying, like, yes, this team is good, but I don't think it's as good as a lot of people are giving them credit for. I think there's still some questions to be asked of this Angels squad. So let's hop into it. And I'll show you guys the draft, even though I'm not sure if we'll actually use those prospects. But yeah, let's do it. I want to draft this guy so badly. He's going to be so good. He's going to be unbelievable. But my rule for this year is no closing pitchers, no relief pitchers first round. Even Harmon Kingman is going to be nasty. Felipe Villa, gonna be nasty. And what did I tell myself? No closers first round, which sucks because that's the only good position I got, unless I go James McGowan, who can play shortstop. And the Angels, they need a shortstop. We're going James McGowan. Next, I'm going to go Sean Wetzel of Wetzel's Pretzels, and we're going to head into round 4. Honestly, I don't think we're having a good draft here. I think this is going to be pretty bad. We'll take Jacob Matson here. I honestly just feel like high 70s potentials for all of our picks. That's what I'm feeling. And that's really what I'm feeling. Chauncey, just based on the name, we'll go Chauncey. I'm going to let the CPU take the last pick. Let's see what we got here. 66 overall, 80 potential. Good thing about him is, even though he has the biggest of noodles for an arm, you thought, the way that sounded out of my mouth for a second, a little sus, but James McGowan, he's got really good contact vision and discipline. So even though his arm sucks, he might actually be a decent player for us, and we could end up using him fairly soon. He's also got some speed. Sean Wetzel, like I said, high 70s potential. 88 potential for Matson is pretty good. The walks are pretty low. Like, the walks per 9 are pretty low, but not bad. And then 74 and 78 potential, it's not a terrible draft. I just feel like we could have done better. What a trade for the White Sox, acquiring Jazz Chisholm for Garrett Crochet and Adam Hazley. That's an interesting one. I don't hate that move. I don't hate that move at all for either team. Losing Jazz for the Marlins does suck, but picking up a really good reliever, Adam Hazley's kind of the weird one. I feel like they would have needed a little bit more to get Jazz. You're gonna need a little bit more to get Jazz, but you know what? For the White Sox, that's a big acquisition for sure. We're in first by quite a bit, which is wild to think about. So I messed up. I already know I messed up. Let me see. Oh boy, I messed up. All right, yeah, I forgot to put Ohtani in. Oh, they automatically put him into the games. Yes. I forgot if he is starting that he won't be thrown into the DH spot. but he did get thrown into the DH spot, which is awesome. But sad thing is he's kind of struggling offensively, especially the average. So, all right. So with that in mind, today's the deadline, so I got to make my moves now. What do we need? Michael Lorenzen's not doing well. So what I'm going to do is put Barrio over here. I know Chris Rodriguez is actually out for the year. I'm going to use him anyways. And Jose Suarez is letting me down. Oh no, he's only pitched 13 innings all season. That's probably why. So you know what I'm going to do? Just so that he gets more innings, I'm going to move him down to AAA. I'm going to call up Wander Suero. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go Suarez in this spot. And that should be good. That way he just gets more innings. That's kind of what I'm thinking here, because the innings he's getting, he's kind of struggling. Let's go and get some better. Let's just give him more time in the minors. That's really what I'm getting at. Offensively, let's see who's being bad. David Fletcher kind of happens in franchise quite a bit. Brandon Marsh, not terrible. Not terrible. Not a lot of power, but not the worst, right? Trout, we know, is going to be good. Walsh is doing pretty solid. Rendon's great. Joe Adell's hot garbage right now. Matt Duffy's good. Stassi's whatever, not great, and neither is Taylor Ward. I want better. Looking at this, we're probably looking at an outfielder just because just because of Marsh and Adell kind of being unless I like really stick it out and hope that it works. But yeah, I think a shortstop is probably our biggest need. Yeah. So I'm gonna trade Fletcher. I'm gonna trade Fletcher, and I'm gonna get us a shortstop. I don't know who I'm gonna go to yet, but I'm gonna get us a shortstop. I even for the future with the Angels, shortstop is just a big question mark. Anyways, we need that. So who could I get that would be a lot of fun to put into this team? Willy Adames would be. I don't know if he's good or not this year. He actually is. Ooh, okay. Nico Horner. No. Bryson Stott. I'm not gonna lie. Like every shortstop is playing terribly, like really, really badly. Like Tatis is doing well. Turner's doing well. Like the big names are doing well. But like I've even looked at like I was going for like Dansby's bad. Seager's doing all right. JP Crawford. Like not great. Correa, like he's not doing that great. Mondesi's not doing great. Baez. Tim Anderson, meh. Bichette, like honestly, no one, like unless I want to go after the big names, like no one's really like doing that well. So like I'm kind of in a weird spot where it's like is it worth trying to get a shortstop? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's a weird spot. Like none of these guys are really doing well. I don't know if it's worth it, or I guess get them for the cheap, which isn't the worst thing. So is Bichette gonna turn things around? He's probably the most likely to do it. You want David Fletcher. See, they say they want a second baseman. Do I have a second baseman to give up? What about like Placencia? Nope, doesn't even move it at all. Neither does Matt Duffy. What about a right fielder or a center fielder? I mean, I've got a couple, but realistically, I don't think that's gonna make the deal possible. So, yeah, I don't think this one's doable unless I give up somebody that like I don't want to. So okay, Bichette off the table, not gonna work. Okay, so now where do we go from here? There's gotta be somebody. Like O'Neal Cruz would be cool and all, but like I don't know if it's, I mean the Pirates don't really care, do they? They like kind of give up anybody and anybody whenever they want. Like they're just a poorly run organization. And that's nothing against the Pirates, it's just their owner sucks. Like it sucks to be a Pirates fan. It has to, because like you guys are just, yeah, I mean, they just extended Key Brian Hayes, but like, anyways, O'Neal Cruz into the team, have a little fun with it. We'll get a cool shortstop into the squad. And then I still feel like we need something. Like this team is lacking. Joe Adell probably needs to get sent down. And so I feel like we should get an outfielder. Just don't know like who. Taylor Ward's got deep potential, so he's probably not going to develop much more. Let's go see if we have someone available. Michael Brantley's an interesting one. Tapia I don't want. And Harold Ramirez with the Rays. It's such a boring trade. I know it is, but like it's better than what we currently have. Honestly, even Sierra and Monte Harrison might be better than what we currently have been using, but I'm going to go and just try to make this trade possible. Who do we need to trade to make this possible? What about like Ryan Smith and Eric Julio? All right, Harold Ramirez. I know it's super boring, but let's do it. And I think pitching has actually been doing fairly well. I'm going to leave it for like the one thing that I was worried about the most with this team, actually doing well. And then now like O'Neal Cruz goes here. Let's go like Duffy up there. And then who else do we get? Harold Ramirez. Let's throw him in right field for now. And I'm going to send down Joe Adele just because, yeah, he's just not doing it. He's, oof, man. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sim a day. Then I'm going to throw Ohtani the DH spot, make sure he's there. But those are the moves for the deadline. All right. 162 won the division, taking on the White Sox. I'll take it for sure. All right, top corner. That's what I wanted to do. So yeah, of course I want to stop it. I want to see what this whole playoff picture is looking like. Milwaukee is at the top, right where my chest is, and then you can see the AL and the rest of the NL playoff bracket. I mean, I think this looks like a pretty good wild card. I feel like, or not wild card, like playoff picture. I think the AL is a little bit tougher. All right, league leaders. What do we got? Griffin Canning. Okay. And then Mike Trout looks like he's a MVP based off those numbers. I would assume. So, this in mind. What are we looking at here? 53 home runs by Tatis is pretty insane. It does suck that like his arm is just like that he just can't stay healthy. It always seems like there's something that pops up with Tatis, and like it sucks. Hopefully, he can stay healthy for the remainder of his career. But obviously these injuries they're starting to add up, and it's got to be a little worrisome if you're a Padres fan, and also just a person in the Padres organization, right? You want him to stay healthy, and it sucks that happens. Triple crown, Mike Trout, by the way, crazy. I think that's the first time we've had it in a rebuild. And looking at Bieber, looking at Trout, okay, batting title, reliever of the year, Chris Martin picked up his. Did he have he had the win yesterday in the Cubs win over the Brewers. Seth Beer, the walk-off for the Diamondbacks yesterday. Yeah, there it is, Seth Beer. And then O'Neal Cruz winning Rookie of the Year now with the Angels. Okay, so now, which we are the Angels. It's not like I'm like, oh, he got traded. Wow, crazy. Michael Lorenzen, long reliever. Yeah. Archie Bradley, not too bad. Only pitched 16 innings. Mike Myers, pretty good. Wander Suero, 8 innings, did the job. Aaron Loop, not too bad. Do we have him for another year? We do. Ooh, that's not good. Tepera, I think we have him for another year too. That's not good. And then Suarez came back up along with Rizal. Rizal was great, and we've got him for quite some time, so that's good to see. Shohei, killer numbers. How did he not win Cy Young? Holy cow. Did he win Cy Young and I missed that? Is that something that happened? No, he finished second to Shane Bieber. Okay, understandable. Shane Bieber had a pretty good season. So offensively, here we go. The average is a little low, but on base percentage, slugging, and OPS, pretty solid for Shohei. Love to see it. Thor, not bad. We'll probably try to re-sign him. Probably. I would assume I would. Sandoval was okay. Griffin Canning was fantastic. And Jaime Barria, not too bad either. But I still want to add some pitching. We definitely need a little bit of pitching help. Bench, Kurt Suzuki, have a season. Tyler Wade was, Taylor Ward was pretty bad. Renifo got called up. Monte Harrison, which probably means players got sent down. Matt Thaiss, Joe Adele, obviously, and who else? Jack Mayfield, I think. Yeah. All right. So looking at the team, Matt Duffy's just an on-base machine. There it is. We've got Shohei. We've already looked at his numbers. Trout was unbelievable, by the way. Holy cow. Jared Walsh was really good. Really good. We've got Rendon. When healthy, look what he can do. Harold Ramirez, I honestly might bring him back for one more year just as an outfield option, depending on how much money we spend. O'Neal Cruz, definitely expect him to continue to improve. Max Stassi was like whatever. I know we've got him for a couple more seasons. And then Brandon Marsh, he'll improve. All right, postseason time. Any lineups messed up? They're not. Lineup should be good to go. And here we go. We are swept, just like that. We just didn't score. That's not good. Yeah, we just didn't score. We scored 4 runs in 3 games. Like that's not good enough. Not good enough at all. So Kurt Suzuki retired. Kind of figured that would happen. So let's get rid of these tutorials. All right, Matt Duffy. I'm gonna bring him back for another year. Shouldn't be too expensive. 4.5, which is fine. Not too bad. Archie Bradley is going up. Let's see, 1 more year. I'll give you the bullpen status. You should be cool with 3. Lorenzen, I'm gonna pass on. I just feel like we can get a better option. Thor, what about like, man, 18 mil? Let's go 2. Let's go 2 years. I feel like that's what the Angels are doing now, like 2-3 years. So we'll go 3 years, 60 mil, but we'll make it a club option. So we're kind of back to where we were. Forget it. Let's just go 2 years, 40 mil, 20 mil a year. It is a lot of money. I know it is, but I feel like that's not a bad deal for someone who's going to be our number 2 in the rotation. Did he sign? He did not. All right, let me get through this. Let's see how much money we have. Okay, Thor hasn't signed. We know that. Offensively, I would love to just oh man, I would love to just upgrade the team. That's really what it is. Like, Stassi's okay, it's whatever. Catchers are kind of hard to come by anyways. Walsh is fine. Second base, I want somebody. I don't know who, but I definitely want somebody. And then shortstop, again, I feel like we're okay right here. Could we upgrade? Yes, but we do have O'Neal Cruz with A potential. He's fine. I think second base is a big one. And then outfield, I would just like 1 extra, like just a little bit better. Because like Joe Adell for the future would, you know, definitely be a piece that I'd want to try to incorporate. Plus, I do feel like his attributes are a little low. I guess I could tweak them, but I'm going to leave them. And then, you know, like Brandon Marsh, I'm cool giving him like the everyday job. So what I'm thinking is like Trout in center, you know, you've got Harold Ramirez, who like honestly isn't terrible. And I guess we could get by it. Could get by with him in right. And if that's the case, what we could do is we could just platoon the 2 of Brandon Marsh and Joe Adell. The thing with Brandon Marsh is he's got like reverse splits with the lefty who hits lefties better, and Joe Adell hits lefties better. So like, doesn't really help me, right? I mean, I guess I could still just put Brandon Marsh versus righties, Adell versus lefties, and then just get a really good second baseman if there is one available. And there really isn't. What about shortstop? I guess we could move one of these to shortstop. Trey Turner. I guess we could go after Trey Turner. We have the money to do it. I do feel like this is a pretty good outfield class as well. So like if we wanted to go with an outfielder, we definitely could. But I think we go after a shortstop and maybe just move them to second base. I think that's probably the move. So I think I want Trey Turner. Or do I want Tim Anderson to switch it up from the norm? I want Trey Turner. Let's go. It's Trey Turner. I'll give him the money he wants. I'll give him the player option, and that should be good. I think that should lock him up. We could use a bullpen arm, but like looking at it, we probably will because a lot of them are a little bit older, and I don't know if they're going to hold their rating. So I guess we could. We could also maybe use a starter, but like at the same time, it's not the biggest priority. So I think we go for 1 reliever. I don't know who. Who do we go for? Let's see here. Who was good? Like Will Smith has been really good for me. Seth Lugo's been really good for me. Trevor May's been pretty solid for me in rebuilds. So maybe we wait on a reliever just to kind of see how things are going. And I think bringing back Thor and Trey Turner are good enough. So do we get them? That's the big thing. Oh, Trey Turner was like, yo, that's a great deal. Bring me in, sign me up. We're good to go. What about Thor? Still hasn't signed. Do we have the best deal on the table though? We do, by quite a bit. So can he sign it and just be like, yeah, I'm back. Max Muncy to the Diamondbacks. That's an interesting signing. Normally I see him go to the Astros. Syndergaard, I need you to sign this contract. Please sign it. We have the most interest by quite a bit. Like why are we dragging this out as we head into the Rule 5 draft, which Nick Gonzalez should not be here. If this is the Nick Gonzalez I'm thinking of, it is, should not be there. He's a top prospect in the Pirates organization. There's no way that he wouldn't. Like Braylon Marquez shouldn't be here. Joey Lucchesi shouldn't be here. Boyd Maeda should not be here. There's a lot of players that like, man, rosters are getting messed up a little bit as well. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm just not gonna pick anybody. I just don't want anybody. And let's get through the whole offseason. Tim Anderson, JD Martinez. I would assume we signed him because we haven't gotten a notification about it. And now I feel like we've got the team that we want, you know? Yeah. And when I say that like rosters are getting messed up, it's that I would assume the CPU would be smart enough, because the whole logic was supposed to be improved in franchise this year, that they would add a player to the 40-man and like recognize like, hey, this is a good prospect. We probably shouldn't let them be in the Rule 5 draft. We should add him to the 40-man. So yeah, I think that's my offense, right? We got Trey Turner at second base. And I think that's it. I mean, I guess I could go for another outfielder, but like it's not necessary. I think we're kind of set. I feel like we've got a good team. We've got a good team indeed. Like I'm trying to see who else we could potentially bring in. Maybe Jake Cave, but like I don't know. I kind of like the team. I feel like this is pretty good. Let's get into season 2. All right, I signed Shohei to a max deal. He's not leaving. No chance I'm letting that happen. Boom, he's in the team. And I have a feeling the reason that the Angels were doing a lot of 2-year contracts is because Shohei becomes a free agent after the 2023 season, which is next season. So after next season, Shohei's a free agent, and I feel like they're a little worried that they may not be able to bring him back. And that's why they're like not trying to sign players to long-term deals, because why would they if they're about to lose one of their best players? On top of that, Rendon's not getting any younger, Trout's not getting any younger. So it could be one of those things where if things aren't going their way, they can't bring back Shohei, and it might end up being one of those things where you're looking at the start of a rebuild / another retool with the Angels. So that's my thought process. Maybe they end up, wowing Ohtani. Everything starts going to plan. They make the postseason. They're a World Series contender, and they're able to bring him back and bring back him on an extension. But I do feel like that's part of the reason why they're not really handing out big long-term deals, especially with some of their pitchers. They went after Thor. They only did a 1-year deal. Obviously, Thor's coming back from injury, so that was kind of a thing where it's like, okay, 1-year deal to prove that you can stay healthy, and then go after another contract. But if you look at some of like their reliever deals, they were only 2-year deals, which lines up perfectly with Ohtani becoming a free agent. So I think that's part of the whole planning process on if Ohtani stays or if Ohtani doesn't stay. So let's see what we can do here. Like I said, I signed him. He's not going anywhere. He's staying here. But I like this team. The bench is a little but for the most part, this team's looking pretty good. Like pitching, I feel confident, but at the same time, I'm like, is it good enough? I'm mostly worried about the aging relievers here. Like 30 with C potential, 31 with C potential, 35. Like we're most likely gonna need relievers, but the offense looks great. With that in mind, I'm gonna trade for a reliever. Like nothing against Tepera and Loop. It's just they're gonna tank in rating, and I need the best possible relievers that I can get. So I need to go out and find who those best possible relievers are going to be. And I don't know this year. I'm still trying to figure out. Devin Smeltzer. Okay, I'm not against that. I feel like TJ Anton's usually pretty good. 29, so he should develop a little bit. I'll give you Edgar Cuero. So there's one. I'm also worried about Loop, since he's already been declining pretty quickly in the game. Like whenever I talk about it, it's in game unless I specify like, oh, so-and-so in real life is this way. So that's just kind of how I operate. So a lefty. Smeltzer's a really good one to get. Smeltzer, the lefty, right? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's huge. All right, you can have Torrey Hunter Jr. And there we go. Another lefty in Smeltzer. And then I have to, wait, hold on. Smeltzer's right here, perfect. And then I got to call up TJ Anton because for some reason he's not on the 40-man. And now we're good. I don't know if I want him to be the setup guy, but that might be the move that I have to do. So yeah, there's a team. I like those 2 moves. Plus the Trey Turner signing in the offseason. Oof. Oh, I also brought in the Machete Martin Maldonado. So yeah, there it is. Machete. There we go. That's the team. We're ranked pretty highly. We should win it. All right, so we won the division 94-68, taking on the winner of the wild card, which is good. Love to see it. League leader. What do we got? Shohei, strikeouts, and Trey Turner and Mike Trout offensively. Looking pretty good. All right, that's good to see. We'll take a look at the playoff. Of course, David Fletcher, he has a high average, but he just never has a good on-base percentage. And that's kind of why I never like him, because the on-base percentage, like, great, you hit 282, but you're on base maybe like not that often. I don't know where I was going with that. Did that just say Aquino with the most triples? Interesting. We're down 49 home runs, 44 for Yelich. As we take a look at the awards, we've got Delivery Man of the Year, Hank Aaron Award, and then also MVP for Trout. So back-to-back MVPs for Trout, 3 MVPs in a row for the Angels. Yelich. On the other side, DeGrom and Cole are your Cy Young winners, along with Ohtani finishing second. Ooh, batting title goes to Arozarena and Soto, Gallegos and Iglesias, relievers of the year. And then Jordan Balazovic and KJ Harrison are your rookies of the year. That's the word. All right, playoff picture, Atlanta and the Brewers. Then you got the Dodgers waiting between the Giants and the Padres. So a lot of West going on in that side of the playoffs. The Tigers and the Yankees, and then of course Seattle and Houston before they take on us. So a lot of West in both sides of the postseason. All right, let's take a look at our team. How did we do? So it looks like a player got sent down and an extra pitcher got called up. Reed Detmers. Yeah. Archie Bradley. We've got Mike Myers, Jose Suarez. That's what I'm looking for from him. Devin Smeltzer was great. TJ Anton was fantastic. Wander Suero, only 2 innings, so that's kind of tough to judge him on. Rizal was really lights out, so I like to see that. I might swap, maybe go like Smeltzer there. Shohei was really, really good as per usual. I mean, he was a Cy Young candidate, which is good to see. Thor. Don't like that. We've got Sandoval. Not bad. Not bad. Griffin Canning kind of struggled, and then so did Berea. So like maybe an extra pitcher wouldn't hurt. You know, like that, maybe like that's a possibility. Joe Adell was sent down, and I guess he got called back up. Yeah, he's just not doing well. You got Tyler Wade, who was like kind of a freak this year. What? Maldonado was bad, and then Matt Duffy, not as good as he was last year. Magneuris Sierra got called up, played 90 games. Oh yeah, I replaced Joe Adell with him, and he was okay. He actually wasn't terrible. But now we've got Trey Turner, who pretty similar to last year, just one more triple. It looks like that's about it. Shohei, 36 home runs, really good season, really good year. Love to see that. Trout, unbelievable. You got Walsh, who was really good. Rendon, still really solid season, even though he did take a little bit of a step down. Harold Ramirez, not bad, not great, but not bad. Honestly, that's not terrible though. Like the on-base percentage is a little low, but for the most part, it's not a bad year. O'Neal Cruz, at least the on-base percentage went up. Stassi's potential went down, and he was just kind of like, eh. And then Brandon Marsh improved, which is good to see. Love to see when a young player improves like that. So we should be good offensively. Pitching, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried about the pitching. Like a lot. So who are we gonna take on here in the postseason? The Mariners. Ooh, their postseason appearance was quite short. Quite short. We should be good here. Oh, yeah, Patrick Sandoval's here. That's the one issue with having a pitcher in the DH spot. This happens. So, are we facing a righty for the first game of the postseason? We are. Okay, so what I have to do here is I have to do this. We lost, which is super annoying because the game is bad and doesn't know what's like. Patrick Sandoval is not the DH. Like that shouldn't happen. Like that's the worst thing about MLB The Show when it comes to the two-way hitters, is that kind of stuff happens. So now it should be Thor, right? All right, let's see what happens. We win, we win, we win, we lose, but Shohei's back up. All right, we're in the World Series taking on the Dodgers. It sucks now because I can't change the pitching. I can't, which sucks because now I'm not gonna have Shohei until back here. Which actually, oh wait, I might be able to. Let me We like Sandoval there, Canning, and then all right. So are we still good, or did Berea? Oh man, I'm glad I caught that. But we actually were able to change it, so Shohei should be pitcher number 2 for the World Series, which is good. Against the Dodgers, we lose, we win. That's good. We win. We're 1 game away from the World Series. Playing next game, quick manage. Here we are. Let's rock. Yeah, I like the old school with the Angels, with the halo. I like those looks. Let's get into it. Final game, potentially. Ooh, can I have Shohei on the mound and he'll be the DH? I don't think I can, unfortunately. So, with that in mind, here we go. Full lineup, ready to rock, ready to roll. Can we do it? Let's see. Do they have any new changes? Jock's back. Ledvis Diaz at short's an interesting one, but that's a good start. First and third, O'Neal Cruz with the sac fly brings in the leading run. Double play, not ideal. Hate to see it, but I still have faith in the team. Something good's got to happen here. Pitching well. Offense, I need the offense to wake up. 1 run, not gonna be enough. I already know it's not. We're gonna need like 3 or 4 minimum. Double, fly out, 2-run home run, 2-1 ball game. So, like I said, probably 3 to 4 to be safe. A single, that's great. A pop up, a fielder's choice, a walk. Come on. I really don't want to go to a game 7. If we go to a game 7, I think we lose. I think that's what happens there. So, can we do it? A double, a walk, first and second for Maldonado. I'm going to pinch hit here. We're going to go Stassi because he hits righties better. Double play. Love it. Love the double play. We're going to take him out. What do we have? Righty, lefty, lefty, lefty. Good thing Will Smith hits lefties worse because now we're out of the inning. Perfect. 9th inning. Can we do it? A ground out, and a line out. All right, game 7. Here we go. This is it for all the marbles. Game 7 time. Shohei, which means I don't really want Sierra as the DH. I want Shohei as the DH, but apparently can't have it that way, which is just dumb. I can't. Why? Why is that? Why is that the thing? Why is that? Okay, whatever. Anyways, great start. Great start. Great start. 2-0. Just what we needed. And like I said, if we go to a game 7, I have a feeling we lose. It's just like kind of what I expected, unless something crazy happens where we scored 12 runs. Like I said, I have a feeling this is it. I think we're gonna lose the game. O'Neal Cruz though could do some damage. 1-run scores. Okay, can we get a sac fly, tie it up? All right, we're back even. And I like what I'm seeing. Ooh, that's a single. That's good. Double play? Are we serious right now? A walk, a strikeout. O'Neal Cruz again. Are we serious right now? Brandon Marsh. Yo, give me that sac fly. That's not what I wanted, but Trey Turner. Then Matt Duffy. 5-2. Shohei gets me through 6. Perfect. All right, can I bring in Shohei to pinch hit? Is that a thing? I'm going to take him out. So, no, I can't. 7th inning. Let's go TJ Anton or Antone. Dude, come on. Don't make this bad. Don't make this crazy. Like, this is what I need. Some offense. Fielder's choice. Get the sac fly. At least get one of those runs back. Now we go to lefty, lefty, righty. Oh, this is perfect. Lefty, fly out, a strikeout. Fielder's choice. Inning over. Love to see it. An insurance run would be great, but we're not going to get it. We're going to go to Raisel Iglesias and shuts the door. 3 ground outs, World Series for the Angels, and I'm actually gonna end it here. And you're probably thinking, that's only 2 years, that's not fair. I know, I'm short on time today. Still wanted to get a rebuild out for you guys. And because this is one of those teams that I felt like I could turn around pretty quickly, and as you can see, 2 seasons pretty quickly. I'll definitely revisit the Angels in the future. I could potentially be active at the trade market. I could potentially do a 10-year rebuild with them. I could do a realistic rebuild with them. There's a lot of different things we could do. This is a short, sweet one. Quick turnaround, quick World Series win, and I hope you did enjoy it. So Rendon, postseason MVP, Stassi, your World Series MVP, and realistically, like I said, the Angels aren't too far off from being a competitive team. You just got to get a little bit better offense around them and pitching. You gotta figure out the pitching. And realistically, if everything works out with Canning, Sandoval, Reed Detmers, they've got some decent pitchers. I mean, the last draft, they spent every single one of their picks on pitchers. So the team has the potential to be really good. I think they do need a little bit more help in the bullpen. I think that's kind of a question mark as well. Back half of the rotation. But if everything falls into place and everything goes right, I mean, the Angels can be a really good team. It just, they need that luck. They need everything to go right. So that's where we're going to end it for today. I hope you did enjoy it. Of course, if you did, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content. And of course, get in the comment section. Again, I'm sorry it is a little bit short of a rebuild. Only 2 seasons this time. But realistically, this was a team I knew that was going to be a quick turnaround. So I hope you did enjoy it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Did you enjoy today's